400 RPMs.
Before it even starts to make power.
Yeah. You guys are crazy. This thing revs out to
8250.
8250. This thing makes boost faster than my Mustang with the turbo on it. Wow, is literally all I can say right now. Wow. The last 2 days of my life have been like completely crazy between being featured on like 1320 videos. And yeah, as you see on the gauge, it only goes up to 0 because there's no actual load on the engine to spin up the turbo, so it's not gonna make boost while just revving it. It's completely overwhelming to me, and it's given me an opportunity to do what I love to do, build hood rat shit. So let's just get into this. Obviously, 1 turbo would be way better than 4 turbos. Yes, LifeOD has done this. But I can't be the only one who wasn't satisfied with the results. So one thing you have to remember with turbos is they didn't do any fuel management. And in order to spool up turbos, you actually need to add more fuel to get more exhaust gases to spin up the turbos. So when you add boost into the intake, you're also allowed to add more fuel, which creates more exhaust gases, which spin up the turbo more. So if you don't add any more fuel, you're not gonna add any more expanding exhaust gases, you're not gonna spool the turbos. And you're definitely not gonna build boost out of plumbing pipe. So I can't be the only one who's not satisfied with this. And you know what? If it doesn't spool in time, we got a couple nitrous bottles down there too. Once again, no sponsors, man. I'm sure as soon as you clicked on this video, the ad at the beginning was like rate of sponsored whatever, Legends. Yeah, probably. We got our aluminum piping in that we've been waiting for. This is 2.5. And I bought a bit better quality stuff, so it's not pre-B-rolled, and it is 2 millimeters thick. If you're in Canada, I usually just order this at Performance World. If you're looking for a place, all this was $270 Canadian. I don't know what that is in Bald Eagle money, but it's probably way less, like 200 bucks. Some 90s, some straights, a U-bend, and a 45, and we should be able to join all this up now. What? Now that we're getting some exposure, the hood wrap friends are showing up?
Now that I have a day off?
Yeah, I guess. I'm gonna cut an inch, about an inch off this one. We have up to here made already. This pipe wasn't actually very uniform all the way through the bend. We gotta make it fit up to here. This is at an angle, so that's why we cut it here instead of just made a 90. But I also ran out of my big filler rod, so I'm using a smaller filler rod, and it's way harder. So I'm using like a 1/16 instead of a 3/16, and I don't like it.
That's why I came today, because I knew that you needed a bigger rod.
Yeah, I ran out of this 3/16 stuff, so I have one more, and then I only have 1/16. I know I could like join them together, but it doesn't work as well. It's gonna be something like that. A big blob weld on the outside there. Little hole in it.
Blew the arse out of her.
Sometimes you just gotta blow the arse out of her. Oh yeah, we still gotta take the stock exhaust off this thing. I'm not cutting on my line. Sick. Yeah, so if there's like two things I could probably recommend for fabricating, it would probably be getting a bandsaw, cheap one like that. I think they're like $300. Because if you use an abrasive wheel like this, like on a, well, it's not a grinder, but it actually leaves like a lot of deburring on the inside. This thing, you don't have to deburr it as much. It's just a quick little run of the belt sander. And then a TIG welder, because everyone could probably TIG weld. I picked it up. I didn't take any lessons or anything. I watched a couple of videos here and there, but like the most you learn from it is actually doing it. So you might as well just pick it up and do it. Like realistically, what does a cold side and hot side piping cost you like as a kit? Like $900, $800, $700 as a kit. And whereas you buy the bends yourself and the TIG welder costs you what? $500 from Eastwood, $600, something like that. So in the end, it's kind of, if you can do it yourself and learn, it'll pay off. Dent there, but like I said, it still works as a bead rolling tool. Ta-da! Like it looks, like from far away, it looks legit. It leaves like a little tiny dent here. If you wanted to ruin your pliers, I'm sure you could smooth out that bend and make it look awesome. That's why I like those pliers for electrical also.
Are they the good ones?
The good kind. They were like 30 bucks. Canadian money, so it's like $8 US.
So what did you learn there? Don't just try and fucking make do?
Don't use a small filler rod because it's shit.
Not even that. Make sure you have sharp tungsten.
That too, yeah. Sharpen your tungstens.
I'll whoop your head, boy. Get Richard I. Trines on Netflix right now.
Bam, 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 bam. I can't wait to So we need a little bit of a bend here, I think. Or no, just a straight. A little bit of an angled straight piece. That wasn't cut very straight. Look at this.
Look from the factory.
It's actually welded too, but looks like on the inside. Or from the die. Look at the inside. The die f***ed it up. So we need an extra straight piece.
So Amazon isn't good quality?
No, this is Performance World stuff.
What?
Yeah. And how many inches? What was that, 12 inches? The gap there?
I think it was 72. Well, I should hold something.
No, it's okay.
Where I can be useful.
You're holding the camera. That's useful. Everyone loves you for it. Like 1.5 on the long side. With 5 degrees. Okay. I can manage this. Hey! Must be the money! Let's mark it.
So you're marking, so you're lined up?
Yeah, and then we'll just tackle these together and see.
See where we stand?
Yeah.
Kyle's professional welding clamps.
If it works, it's not stupid. Unless this falls over on my face, which it might. Oh, the clamp let go. I was like, what the fuck? Oh, it got melty too. Because it went over my weld there. So I have to clean that off.
You got that on video, bro?
I thought you like punched me in the face.
No. I might have pooped a little. Was that about penetration? Don't worry about it.
Oh, went the wrong way. That's one thing about these bead rolling tools. You can't go backwards because then it doesn't work.
But what did Nick teach you about penetration?
Gotta get the AFR hat. There's like a trade-off with aluminum. You can either have like good penetration with an aluminum weld, or you can make it look aesthetically pleasing, but you can't really have both. So I choose the middle ground where I get like half decent penetration and then the weld looks half decent, so. There we go. Sick.
Through the factory.
Yeah, now we just have to make it from there to the intercooler.
Head on backwards.
We start anyways.
I have a feeling that adhesive might catch fire when you start to weld.
Oh, I'm gonna try and get it all off. But
that, and then maybe hit it with some acetone.
we're gonna maybe acetone some of that off now.
That's what I said, Kyle.
You got the best plans. You got the best plans and I'm gonna use them. Still a bunch of junk on it.
Polish my pipe, Kyle.
Well, if you weld it with a bunch of junk on it, it's not gonna weld very good, so.
Or it's gonna catch fire in your face.
That too.
One of the two.
It's not so bad if it catches fire.
Is that chloroform? Can I smell it right quick?
Are we allowed to do that on the internet?
Is that gunk on the, was that on the inside though?
No, it's on the outside still.
Jesus. Okay, Kyle, should I put that in front of your camera?
Oh yeah, the neon is sold. We sold the LOL neon, moving on to V8 things.
Uh-oh.
So all my LS build video guys, we got another LS build coming up.
Putting on my welding goggles. Before I can watch Kyle do weldies. Oakleys don't do well for welding goggles. Step your game up. Like a little tiny bit.
1 inch maybe?
So like,
What? That's the opposite.
no, that's an inch.
No. That's like 40 inches.
That's true.
That's if a woman were measuring.
Oh, okay.
So a woman's 40 inches.
Hashtag man math.
That's it. We got it on there. It's like 20 minutes welding time left, and then we need to get some hose clamps and fire it up and see what it sounds like with charge piping. I don't have my laptop though.
Moving a little fast on that one, trying to save rod, eh?
No, once the metal starts heating up, you gotta move faster.
Oh, that's good.
That's not bad. We nailed it. Oh, this pipe is shit, but just goes up into here, and then we got our 4 here, down to 2 down here. We need a longer coupler here, and then just 1 pipe. So we need to go buy some clamps now, and then it should be ready to rock. There's no blow-off valve, so we're gonna hear what compressor surge on 4 turbo sounds like. Also, you gotta rock the Archer shirts.
Your pants are unbuttoned right now.
That's okay. I have pants underneath my pants. This is how many hose clamps it's gonna take to finish the setup. These are regular worm clamps, because they'll do. If you don't already know, I think T1 uses those regular worm clamps on their GTRs. They just, once everything's clean and the right size, it works. So we'll use them, and I didn't want to spend $200 in T-bolt clamps. Putting them to work. Might be too hot. We got all these ones on. Solid-ish. Solid-ish.
Getting there.
We need some longer couplers. I cut these way too short, so they like barely connect. Some of our piping's a bit whack now too.
We rolling on 20s. Keep them clean though.
I think they're 15s actually.
SIR blades would be a 15, yep.
And shit, it's all together now. Oh no, this one's rubbing on the... Gotta move that one a little bit. It's not perfect by any means, and the whole car was never meant to be perfect. There we go. The battery's charging again. There's something that's draining in the system, so we gotta charge it again.
Probably something stupid like stereo.
Yeah, probably. There's like an amp wire here that, like, it's not even connected to anything. They took the amp out. I don't have my laptop, so we can't hook up the HON data. And we don't have a wideband in the system anyway, so it'd be useless. I'm gonna fire it up and see, now that there's, like, gonna be pressurized in the system, just see what it's like. Because I felt bad for starting it before and there was no back pressure in the turbos and you were just free spinning them, and you could overspin the turbos like that and ruin them. Now I don't feel so bad about them. It might start, it might not, it might be too dead. Actually, I should probably put the negative terminal on it.
Well, that charger should have a...
Yeah, it's only 25 amps. It doesn't have like a start mode on it.
And I was gonna bring my booster too.
I don't have a booster. Mine, I had a booster and it broke, so I should probably invest in one of those like lithium ones. It made turbo noises! I don't know if you can hear it on the audio though, if it made, because it made like pretty significant turbo noises. It was loud on my one ear though, Jesus. So we're just gonna weld this O2 in here, just so we have a reading. I know this isn't ideal for anything right there, but just so it's a reading. I don't think so though.
Is that the bead rolling pliers?
Yep. Trying to get the old piece of metal that I already cut out. This was from the rad support, this piece of metal. Let's get our bunk. I got bunks for my bunk hole! Literally, doesn't have to be perfect where the spot is. This battery's dead, no wonder. All fuck.
Gravy just wrecking us.
Yeah, he bored the drill to hog out his cylinders on his D16 build. We're all doing 100 Honda stuff now. What happened? Went from building a Supra and nobody cared? I'm so good at things sometimes. This hole's gonna be too big.
Wow, Kyle, you're good.
This whole build would have been stupid if I didn't know how to weld.
It's actually pretty good.
That's a bit big on that side. It'll be fine. Probably go down to like...
Back over steel though, right?
Oh yeah. Good call.
I got you, boo.
Our Canadian hammer again. That's it.
And you're just keeping gas on it, just
until it runs out, yeah. Didn't come out bad. No, you gotta follow the wiring inside.
or just turn it on and see if it reads anything.
See that stupid alarm thing that keeps going off? That needs to get ripped out of there. Yeah, see it's reading 14.8 right now, which would be okay. But you got the seat all the way back, don't you?
I like the party.
Probably get up under this dash and try and see what's going on under there.
Might as well lay the seat down and then lay on it upside down. Or contort yourself. On this episode of Watch Me Get Bendy, Kyle gets under the dash.
You gotta do what you gotta do to find the wires.
Was that the good kind, $8?
Good kind, $8. And for those of you who don't watch Trailer Park Boys, shame on you. And if you've never had to do this, you're not a real automotive person.
Now what you doing, Kyle?
We're gonna cut up this old O2 sensor and just, just cutty, twisty, tapey, see if it works. Because it's all the same wires and colors and sensor, it's just it's got a different connector because it was an LC1 versus a MEM. So we'll see. I mean, the worst that happens is it breaks and it didn't work in the first place, so. Yep, this one's for you, Daddy Cow. There's one thing I hate, it's wiring. This one left some insulation here. And we're just gonna twist, and then if I can find some electrical tape, maybe we'll tape it. Nobody look! I'm just putting masking tape on it because I can't find my electrical tape right now. And I'm not soldering these wires because I don't even know if this works, so this is just to keep them from touching each other. This probably isn't the most sketchy thing we've done on this car, so you shouldn't be actually shocked.
I think that tape is reasonable given what's going on up here in the front.
And then, just to be even more sketchy, I'm just going to leave one exposed because it can't touch all the other ones that are wrapped, so I guess it could touch like the frame or something though.
You should just cause. Painter's tape.
Another piece of painter's tape. Okay, let's just see if it reads now.
15.2, 15.4. KFC, baby!
KFC! At least we have somewhat of a wideband reading. What is this guy's reaction going to be? Oh, the air fuels are way lean. It just made 2 pounds of boost. Said it wouldn't make boost. That's only 4,000 RPMs.
Without fuel to get it to spool.
Yeah. 3 pounds of boost. Like, it's making positive boost at 3,500 RPMs.
Before it even starts to make power.
Yeah. You guys are crazy. This thing revs out to
8250.
8250. This thing makes boost faster than my Mustang with the turbo on it. It's crazy.
Damn, Daniel.
Yeah, I don't want to get into it because I'm looking at the air fuels and they're like 15 to 1.
Yeah.
So it's lean. That might be why it's spooling up so fast. It's lean and there's probably lots of timing in it. But once we get the laptop, we'll be able to adjust that. Dude, this is so funny. I'm gonna turn around here though. You gonna get handbrake turns? In the snow?
I would say.
Just in the middle of this guy's street?
I would say.
Yeah, boy!
Nothing to see here.
Oh, now it's idle surging. Our water temp gauge isn't hooked up, our oil pressure gauge isn't hooked up, our vacuum gauge works, our wideband works now. The fact that we have a reading is probably helpful, but like, I mean, it's probably not the best reading.
Whatever.
You can see it, right? And we're driving in shit Canadian snow right now.
With 4 turbos with no filters. No protection, just sticking out the front.
So now we need a dyno tuned, and everyone's like, hey, you should probably take it to PFI speed. That's in Colorado, 2,000 kilometers away for us.
Or maybe PFI speed should get on an airplane and come hang out.
Yes.
And tune this cunt.
Brent, if you want to come help tune it, I'll fly you to Alberta if you want to tune it.
We'll fly you to northern Alberta, bud. Come hang out.
So anyone who doubts that this is gonna work, we totally just made like positive boost at 3,500 RPMs. Meanwhile, I don't know what the tune is. I was watching the air fuels. They were like 14, so I wouldn't get into boost. And who knows what the timing is, but even if it makes that positive boost at 5,000 RPM, this little B18 revs out to 8,000.
B16.
B16, I fucked up.
8250.
So, in comparison, my Mustang only makes boost at like 4,000 RPMs. So this thing has much more power band than my Mustang does. Which goes to show you the guys who did this last ate shit. Getting pumped up for the outro. So we put the bumper and the headlights back in here. Our whirly boys make power. Now we just have to get like a bass tune or get the wideband hooked up to the Honda and figure out all the electrical bullshit. And it's ready to go. We just have to figure out tuning now. And that's pretty much it. So if I have one thing to say, it's do some hood rat shit with your hood rat friends in the garage. Peace easy and get that V.